How do you do? I'm George again. Happy 4th to all my viewers. Something I'd like to mention. You know, if we wouldn't have become independent of England, and we would have been under a British government, we wouldn't have had a civil war, and there wouldn't have been slavery in our country, because England banned slavery. And I always knew that England banned slavery, and we always had slavery here in the 1860s, the 1850s. But England banned slavery. There was no slavery in their colonies. And I found out that England banned slavery. There was an Abolition Act of 1833. So we wouldn't have had slavery here. We wouldn't have had a civil war. And England would have had a strong enough army and navy to defeat Hitler, which they would have expanded. They would have had all of the U.S., they would have had other areas of the country, South America, Central America, would have had large army and navy. They would have defeated Hitler. But the main thing is, there wouldn't have been slavery here. We wouldn't have had a civil war. Because a civil war was on account of slavery. The North was against slavery. And the South was seceding from the North because they wanted slavery. So they became a separate country, had their own president, Jefferson Davis. Imagine that. Our country was divided into two. There were two presidents, president of the southern part of the U.S. and president of the northern part of the U.S. Imagine that. And we had a civil war. Over a few 100,000 Americans were killed during our stupid civil war that we had. We wouldn't have had a civil war if England would have been in control. But we became independent of England. So think about that. Think about if we wouldn't have won our independence from England, the good points would have come about. And no slavery, no civil war. It would have been interesting. Wouldn't have been bad at all. And President Lincoln wouldn't have been assassinated. Abraham Lincoln would have been alive. Would have been alive to the 1900 or more.